got in that Mary? According to our research, Foodfight is one of the worst, if not the worst, animated film of all time. Worst? Like, worst? It only came out last year, but it seems to be growing an underground following at a surprisingly rapid rate. If our data serves correctly, this plot could be as popular as The Room and Birdemic combined. It could easily be the next big thing. Only a few online critics have reviewed it so far, which means its potential can still be milked like a lactating clear about how. Wait a minute, so you're saying that I jump aboard the bandwagon before it even becomes a bandwagon, I could be one of the front runners of the bandwagon? Potentially. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna be able to say one of the most popular band animes of all time. I wouldn't be too hopeful, Critic. Here's a video of the last person who tried to review this movie. Oh, Jerry, fine. Keep checking those numbers. It's the least you can do to endorse the brilliant intellectual minds that decide to write for you all of a sudden. The Wreck-It Ralph of food icons, combining copyright characters often seen in grocery aisles. It was also supposed to come out in 2002, but due to production problems, copyright issues, and even somebody stealing the footage. Really? Somebody wanted to steal this? The film was tinkered, altered, and pushed back to 10 years later. But thank God 10 years doesn't make a difference to such Hollywood giants like Hilary Duff, Critic, Eva Longoria, and 24/7 Dodger of controversy Charlie Sheen. I'm sure all these people will be just as big in 2012 as they were in 2002. There's even reports that apparently $65 million went into making this stinker. $65 million? Well, maybe it'll be like Waterworld, where at the very least the size and scale of the production can be impressive. So, let's find out by taking a look at Foodfight.
Just closing up. Nothing much happens around here after dark.
$65 million, folks! Clearly the money is on the screen! My God, look at this! How could that amount of money go into something that's so shitty looking? Was somebody actually deranged enough to team up Uri Bull and Tommy Wiseau as this film's budget accountants? The money laundering from this must be a loophole black hole! So we see a store closing down for the night called Marketopolis Market. Redundant, what's redundant? When the real world opens up inside. I'm not exactly sure how this works, if the store actually transforms at night or if Marketopolis is a state of being, but this will exist and can only be described as what your nightmares would look like if they never rendered properly.
I am so excited!
And at the foreground of this will is Charlie Sheen's character, Death's Dog Detective.
Hey, Alice Hamsters, want some of this?
And I know what you're thinking. Boy, have the racket and clank games really gone downhill. But actually, it's just Dak saving a bunch of kittens from a villain that, like in most bad movies, won't connect to anything else in the plot.
It is you, the great Death Dog. If I had a raisin for every time I heard that one.
Hey, what?
My mother would be so ashamed. Okay, it's just you and me, Fat Cat. Now,
Wait a minute. What was that character's name?
listen up, Fat Cat, by the way. I'm giving you one last chance.
Okay, first of all, Disney, do something. Second, is the movie actually so stupid that it can't tell the difference between a rat and a cat? I mean, look at this thing. It's so fucking obvious. We're a rat. $65 million and they can't even tell the difference between a rat and a cat? Is it kind of a no-brainer you don't give $65 million to a person who would fail a Fisher-Price barnyard animal game? Squeak, squeak! Get him on, Ollie! Clearly we're dealing with artistic genius here! I poop myself. Give him an extra grand for that. So the kings are saved by McGruff the Crap Dog. For the record, I was also considering Indiana Bones. And he heads on over to, what else? His sassy black sidekick.
You dog, you think you're talking too much, bro? Piece of hell, I told you that was a bad idea. You a man.
Brought to you by the leftover racism from Transformers portrayed as either stupid, ugly, or not very helpful. It's kind of like the movie's way of saying, oh yeah, you missed out, guys. You too could have been in a movie where farting is the highlight and people trip on other people's butts. I think we know who the losers are in this deal. Give them another brand. And I guess the representative of Brand X in this world is Radiax. A supposedly sexy seductress with the dead lifeless eyes of a plastic blow-up doll and a personality just as interesting to match.
Of all the produce bars and all the supermarkets in all the world, she had to walk into mine.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Every scene that has Dex in it has to end in a bad pun. And I know you think, oh, this sounds great, you say every about everything, but no, literally, every scene ends with a bad pun.
Time to banana split out of my club. My problems are just a hill of coffee beans. Let's snap, crackle, and pop out of here. How the ho-ho is this be happening? I don't know if I can cut the mustard. I got a bone to pick with this guy. Holy chips, it sure does a body good.
Some of them don't even make a lick of sense.
Let's strawberry jam out of here.
The only thing more demeaning than that is all the sexual innuendos. Oh yeah, there's a ton of those in this too.
Oh, and Scorpius bubbles. It was not like the way you love my raisin. She's got a real sweet tooth with chocolate. You already eat through to his hollow center. Are those nose real? There are some stains you can never wash out.
There's your mouth, melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Because a movie like this clearly needs that adult edge for the audience they're obviously going for.
What can I say? Chicks dig chocolate.
Like there's some grown-up somewhere watching this movie with their kids saying, well I was gonna turn this off and not expose my child to such a piece of shit, but then it acknowledged I'm a pervert in a way that my kid won't understand. That's what gets me. The innuendos are so many and so strange, you have to wonder if the director had some sort of other sexual agenda on his mind.
Fine,
This is a fetish film. Between innuendos, the cat lady, and the fact that every outfit this woman wears, even a dominatrix would say is too silly. Fetish film. And by the way, plaid clothes? Really? The design is so weird that creates the illusion that her hands are on backwards. On top of that, it looks like her arm is melting in the Al Borland shirt. Is this actually a popular thing and I just haven't noticed?
You've been through the wash plenty. I can see it in your eyes.
So this starts to notice something along with stereotype number 20 here.
Are you saying what I think she's saying?
Hey, what's you Italians getting some sex about this? That being that Lydiac is starting to rub out the other characters.
I don't get involved.
Really? Mr. Clean showed up just for that one joke? He wasn't even around in the rest of the scene, and suddenly he appears when he said the word bald, and now he's just stuck there. Look at him! He's just standing around like, is there anything else you wanted me to do? Was I really just a pawn in your lame-ass little punchline? I have a PhD in physics, perhaps I can educate the young children watching about fluid or solid mechanics, or I'll just look over here. Yeah, sure I'll show up when you make another boob joke. Shouldn't take long. So Dex decides it's time to go get some answers from the street.
Everybody seems to be searching for...
Oh my god, it's TikTok. It's TikTok. Get over there!
We have some rewards for the actress of rodents.
Tell me you wouldn't be shocked if they went that direction.
But this dish is extra spicy.
Yeah, something else you'll notice is the motion captured arm acting. I guess because the expressions in this movie are non-existent, all the acting comes through how much the characters awkwardly wave their arms. It's like watching C-3PO have a seizure, but even he somehow would have more expression on his face than these guys. All two DJ, where are you? So Dex and Dan go to get some answers from, you won't believe this, another scary demon of hell! I'm just gonna close my eyes and pray it goes away. No, it only got worse. Well, at least they're not pulling the ultimate insult by giving him a stereotypical Jewish accent.
But it's in the expiration station. At the other end of the store now. You better make it before the supermarket opens.
Groups you like to insult? I mean, the human race is so vast and full of variety that I'm sure you can find the black face of every single person on the planet. And like, where the fuck is that group? Why not just show us ugliness in any shape or form? You're good at that. Don't even give a reason. Just use it in this scene where they now physically exist in the story, yet having no continuity to how the fuck this world works. And just throw in whatever terrible, ungodly thing comes out of your head. I think we need a break. Here's some commercials. For the love of God, don't make a movie out of them! So we come across a mascot who's a chocolate vampire for a chocolate cereal. Clearly this is supposed to be Captain Crunch.
I am the undead. Alright? The undead. No, you're not dead, but you're not exactly living either. Sort of like being in summer school. Oh, come on, that's funny. No, that's funny. Let's not lose our sense of humor.
You have to have one before you can lose it. So we decide to get all the brands together to stop the evil Lady X and her Brand X army. But not before her head of the guards tries to shut down the Cocoa Banana.
And unless you care to suffer a long, cruel expiration, you will sing your allegiance to Brand X.
Oh no, they got Centurion on this too. Why, Tim? Why? I was seeing if I could do anything more demeaning than saying Ducks Rock. This is a very clear sign that I can.
Brand X, it's simple and plain. Brand X, it's different but all the same.
But Dex comes in and starts singing the triumphant song. The French national anthem.
Brand X, it's simple and plain.
Gee, this scene looks familiar. In a way that, unless you saw the original movie, this would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. And it's extremely unlikely any little kid would have seen this movie, so this probably makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. If you haven't guessed it yet, they're clearly paying homage to Part 1. Look, I know it's Pamela Anderson's greatest performance, but it's unlikely most children have viewed its genius. So he comes back with a bigger army, and it looks like the battle has just begun.
Come and get me, baby.
Wow, absolutely outstanding detail. Surely they must have asked Pixar to do this breathtaking work of genius. Actually, they did, and after reading the script, not only did they send this terrible animation as a joke, but they also attached a handwritten note saying, "Go fuck yourself," signed by John Lasseter. But the director was so lazy, he used the clip anyway. And wow, look at this amazingness. Surely they must have asked DreamWorks to have this incredible work done. Actually, they did, and after they read the script, they sent them this spit-in-the-face render, while also sending out a picture of Spielberg, Katzenberg, and Chapman all mooning the camera and giving the finger. But again, the director was too lazy, so he used the clip anyway. Wow, unbelievable, wow. Surely such epic magnitude must have been asked to be done by Blue Sky. you don't do on an airplane. It doesn't connect to anything at all, it's just stuff. Look, here's a $65 million comedy. Perhaps you'd like to do something funny with it. So Betsy makes it to Lady X's headquarters and discovers, big fucking shock, that she was behind Sunshine's disappearance the whole time. Sunshine gets her hands untied, throws a raisin to Dax, which he uses as a weapon. So we can untie the hands we clearly just saw she untied herself.
Well, this isn't very much fun, is it? I think I just wet myself. It feels rather nice. I'm sorry. I thought you were... I'm here. We're together. I never stopped believing in you, Dex.
Did she go blind since the last time we saw her? I don't think she's looked him in the face once during this scene.
I never stopped believing in you, Dex.
It is Dex, right? Unless Scooby-Doo took steroids and somehow fought his speech impediment. Not the spastic 80s rocker enters their world. Or was he always part of the world? Or is he sometimes in their world and sometimes not? Or is this all just some sort of unique punishment program they use in the Matrix? And the entire town decides they have to bring him down. And now, finally, we learn the big, disturbing, shocking twist. The villain of the movie the whole time was the villain of the movie.
So you built yourself a human robot and recalled Sunshine, then you stole her essence to make your elixir for Brand X.
No, just no.
Oh, and you never learned was that sweet sunshine goodness. No one bought my beautifully genetically giant prunes. But how did you get in and out of the store? You're right.
Perhaps if I do more power meter twirls, the answer will become clear.
When you look like this, you can get them to do anything. But enough about me. Let's kill you!
So we partake in more sex puns.
Tell me something. Are those moves real?
Some horrible CGI fighting. Yes, look out! You almost can see the illusion of animation. And we quite literally have a cat fight between the two attractive women of the film.
The Sundown's mine! Get ready, please, because I'm gonna kick you in the Sundown shot.
And then, very tasty theater, animation. All while the men make wicked funny jokes about her marriage. And then she gets turned into an ugly woman, proving once and for all that if you're an ugly woman, no good can come out of you. Oh, and there's something having to do with Mr. Cookie, Mr. Queen, the best robotics. But who cares? It's done! It's finished! My magnum opus for the horny, furry S&M cat fight boxing fanfiction forum is finally completed! All I have to do is submit it. Oh no! I just submitted my big shiny to the Hollywood! Why the hell did I want $65 million for it?
Sunshine chips left the ugly. Gross. All I really wanted was you. Well, you and world domination. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a spam.
This is the movie that turned Charlie Sheen insane. I mean, think about it. The timeline's out. He constantly had to be called back for redos, and if you had to return to this for 10 fucking years in a row, wouldn't it kind of make sense that you would start talking like this?
It was epic. The one I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just looked like droopy-eyed, armless children.
Good job, Goodbye. Good job. So Sunshine agrees to marry Dex. A last-minute message is thrown in for no reason.
We saved each other because the secret is inside. Inside all of us.
Whatever that means. And just when you think you're allowed to flee this cauldron of irate, they decide there's so much more funny they need to get out.
I love you, kitten.
We see things so much clearer. Wait, so that was Foodfight.
Oh, for a minute there, I almost felt a fear. Boy, you were afraid to express your emotions.
Charming. So that was Foodfight.
You really cut the cheese on that Nutella box?
I know that no other form of animation will ever be worse than Foodfight. And because of that, I know for a fact that this film will forever, in the history books, always be seen as... Yep, since you started to review, the movie's popularity has already died out. Well, that's practically 5 years of internet time. Yes, people knew it was going to be the next popular thing to mock, so they decided not to mock it at all. Wait, so the popularity of something can fade even before it becomes popular? Mm-hmm, we call it the hipster effect. Knowing something is going to be ironically cool suddenly makes it traditionally cool. So to be ahead of the curve, they decide to not even make it ironically cool. Hell, even thinking about it probably cut its lifespan in half. So you're telling me that sitting through all this misery, the worst animated film of all time was a complete waste of time. Sorry, Benny. And there's nothing I can do about it? Not unless you want to somehow do a review of the Attorney General of Crimea. She is on fire right now. Oh, she is adorable! I just want to eat her up. Oh, she's like the Jennifer Lawrence of warfare. I just want to pinch her cheeks, but I respect her. To all those critics, foolish enough to think that they can review Foodfight, I won't lie to you about your chances. You have my sympathies. It will not leave you the same way it found you. Its scars run deep. If there is anyone out there, damn insane enough.